I think it tells a story of a woman who had that right, has the ability
exercise
to
it, and it came out well
that
for them.
choice. And yes, it did turn out well for them. But taking that choice away from American women
they're not trying
who
to
have
take
it right
it away.
now.
Seriously, this all happened in the Philippines. Tim Tebow was born in the Philippines. Everything happened in the fucking Philippines. This doesn't even have to do with American, like, politics or law at all.
You're right, Octopus. The commercial has nothing to do with politics or law. It has nothing to do with America or the Philippines. It's about abortion. It's about letting women know that just because they can have an abortion doesn't mean they should.
They were offered, I guess, apparently to do something illegal, or now are willing to say that because, you know, these kind of people, they'll lie and they'll convince themselves it's okay because I'm doing God's work or some shit like that.
Look, Octopus, it really doesn't matter if this took place in the Philippines or not. Even if the Tebows were living in the States, where abortion is legal and readily available, the Tebows would still choose not to have an abortion, because that's the way they are.
Clearly, Focus on the Family has an anti-choice agenda. They also have an intolerant agenda.
That's true.
They
Focus
have
on the Family is a
agenda.
Wait. Now you're attacking the group and not the ad. I don't know if that's fair.
I mean, O'Reilly, you do nothing but attack the group. That's all you ever do when on your show. It's all Fox News ever does. You generalize everything. You target groups. It's all about the us versus them.
Welcome to American politics, bitch.
And, you know, we have the highest ratings, so we're ahead, and there's more of us than there are of them. They're more of us, the Christians, more of us, the conservatives. It's more of us, the fucking Obama haters. You know, it's bullshit. It's all bullshit, and you fucking thrive off of that. And then you're gonna be like, oh, I don't know if that's fair. And your fucking own channel calls itself Fair and Balanced. Oof.
You could pretty much just replace his dialogue with
Let's stay on the ad. Focus on the Family, as you rightly point out, is a pro-life group. They don't like abortion. Okay. But that doesn't mean everything they do is bad, and that doesn't mean everything they advertise should be banned, does it?
You fucking idiot. Nobody is suggesting that they ban all of their ads. You just pulled that directly out of your fucking ass.
Considering the overall controversy over this ad, and the amount of hate it's receiving, not to mention that Focus on the Family isn't a well-liked organization, I think Bill made a safe assumption there. I mean, why else would people complain about the ad if they didn't want to see it?
But on that note, mind you, CBS turned down an ad from a website for gay men. Anyway, it was called like Man Crunch or something like that. They had a commercial, they offered it, CBS turned down the money and everything. It wasn't about the money to them, it was about the principle. They didn't want to promote anything like gay, they thought it was too controversial. But then they'll run this shit. So it's really, it's a double standard.
And I'll agree with you on that.
Well, I think it's clear that CBS has a long-standing policy not to air advocacy ads that are controversial.
Well, so here's a CBS quote.
That abortion is the most controversial issue that there is, and it is time to have a meaningful conversation about women's health when it comes to reproductive rights, and 30-second ad wars
I think you're trying to muzzle these
guys,
not the way to do I think you're trying to muzzle them. That's not the American way. Here's what CBS says. Dana McClintock says, CBS has approved the script and CBS will ensure that any issue-oriented ad, which this is, no doubt, was appropriate for air. If it's a positive message, Jamu, if it's my story and I'm here to tell it, even though it has a pro-life message, you can't muzzle that in the United States of America. Now,
wait, let me make sure I heard that correctly, Bill.
You can't muzzle that in the United States of America. Now,
Second,
I think you're trying to muzzle these
guys,
Jamu. I think you're trying to muzzle them. That's not the American way.
You're going to talk about muzzling people after all of this?
For sake of time, I'm not going to play Octopus's clip montage, but I will agree with him that Bill is hypocritical. Heck, Fox News in general is hypocritical in this situation. This is a network that has a problem with atheist bus ads, but not pro-life Superbowl ads.
So do me a favor, Bill, and don't talk about muzzling or muting the opposition or anything like that, okay, asshole? Now, mind you, he was talking about in America you can't do this, but CBS is a private organization, just like Fox, so technically they can say whatever they want. They can choose the ads which play, and they can choose when to cut whoever's microphone, because that's their right. But we also have a right. We can choose to not trust these kind of places as a correct source for news, like Fox.
Or MSNBC, for that matter. Just wanted to say...
When you can trust that CBS has some underlying bullshit with this. If it was just anyone, they would allow pretty much any kind of commercial, especially if it was just for a gay men's dating site.
I think you know better than most people that television executives make decisions every single day about what they are going to air.
But I don't see why you would not put this on.
Of their viewers. And
who's it going to offend?
I don't know, Bill. Why don't you tell me who it's going to offend if a gay dating site gets a commercial during the Super Bowl? You and all your viewers, that's who.
More controversial issue.
Are you offended? Wait, hold. Are you offended that Tim Tebow's alive?
No, I'm offended that a douchebag that asks questions like that has his own television show and that it gets high ratings. That's what fucking offends me.
Yeah, sort of like how I'm offended by networks like MSNBC that smear protests against Obama as being racist and white supremacists.
I am offended that CBS has a very specific advocacy policy that they have decided, whether out of
bias... Well, that's a beef with CBS.
Well, hello there, Bill. Welcome to the fucking conversation. What did you think we were throwing stones at Tim Tebow, saying, oh, you should have been aborted? What the fuck conversation do you think we're having here, asshole?
Well, obviously a conversation where a militant feminist group is upset that a football star and his mom talk about how they survived a potentially life-threatening pregnancy, and how this commercial takes away a woman's choice to have an abortion, which is a bullshit argument to make.
You can't be offended that Mrs. Tebow made the decision to give birth to Tim.
I applaud the fact that she had that
so let's
choice,
celebrate it.
And every American woman deserves that same choice.
And they have it. We respect your opinion, and thank you for coming in for a spirited debate.
Well, two things before I leave. One, the ad itself wasn't anything special, and even c0ct0pus admits that in the description. There wasn't any preaching, just a woman talking about her son. Two, neither c0ct0pus nor the woman in the clip explain how the commercial takes away a woman's choice to have an abortion. As I said before, commercials don't take away choices, they give choices. The commercials simply gave women the choice not to have an abortion. Now, if the commercial had been for a bill that would have revoked the woman's right to an abortion, and asking people to vote for it, then I can understand the outrage. Other than that, nobody has their choice taken away. This is revenge of the... Oh, great. I just saw a Subway ad. Now I can't go to Quiznos anymore.